Sci-fi life.
No offense. 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 Oh shit. Yo, it's been a little minute, right? It's definitely been a little minute. Fire emojis in the chat. Shout out to the O-line and shit. We here. No offense vibes. I don't know. Hold on. Crossfade, what's the vibes? Give me a minute. Let me get my shit together. Honestly, I didn't even show up. I didn't even pull up today to really do a live. I wanted to test some shit out, but I also wanted to talk my shit because we really got... I don't think I really got a chance to review anything, right? Did I talk about it? Did I come on live at all and review shit? I don't think so. I don't think so. But I do want to watch some of the footage back, right? I want people to see what we did. I think we did an amazing job. Shout out to everybody's going to yell at me. I did an amazing job. I know that. But shout out to all the fighters that fought for me. Shout out to all of the performers that pulled up. That's how you know it's been a little minute, right? My son has been here. My son has been the one streaming and shit. And all my volume is low, all type of shit going on. But it is a blessing, right? My son is a streamer now. Old head moments, I'll be like, yo, I'm getting old, but like it's kind of a blessing, right? I feel like it's a blessing to be able to say that. My son streams now. It's just like his dad. Yeah, shit like that. Shout out to that bro, Master Snipes. Go follow my son on YouTube. Not if you're a weirdo. You know what I'm saying? But yeah. Shout out to everybody that was there. How did y'all like the event? Drop it in the comments. Tell me something. Let me know. I want to know how y'all enjoyed it. There's so much more I'm gonna be doing on the next one. It's about to be crazy. I'm over here, no shape up, no nothing. I look crazy. Yeah, not if you're a weirdo. Like, don't follow my son if you weird. You know what I'm saying? Because then we will have a different situation we gotta iron out. You feel what I'm saying? But who's in the building? Tell me something. Let me know. Let me know how y'all enjoyed the event. If you watched the pay-per-view, let me know how you enjoyed the pay-per-view. We're gonna be working on that as well. You know, that was our first stream for our first event. There's a lot of things we're gonna perfect. And wait, let's load up one of the videos, right? Because shout out to AL Young. Shout out to Clear Eye Visuals. Because of individuals like him, Black Visionary Films, there was so many people that was there that you know, that was the game plan of why I did it that way, right? I wanted to make sure we gave out a bunch of media passes because I knew I wasn't going to be able to do the media side of shit. Like everything I did, the media was pretty much like, yeah, you're doing too much, bro. So with that said, I kind of reached out to all of the fire individuals, right? Hold on, let's go with the let's share the screen. Oh yeah, share screen. I'm saying shit like I don't know. See, that's why I'm like an old head with this shit, bro. And I'm really good at this streaming shit, but I'm definitely a little off today. Let's watch.
What you doing, nigga? You already know we flex video, word on the street shit. You know what I'm saying? No logo to brand. We here just doing what we doing, man. Somebody gotta get knocked out. I'm not gonna lie. Oh, I wasted my time. What am I there? Hit the light.
What it be, what it do? It's your boy Eddie I. We out here at Insurrection 1 in Atlantic City, New Jersey.
Yeah, hit the like, share, fire emojis in the chat. Yo, any of my snipers, get Freakball Dex out of here. Back him up. All right. So I think everything looked crazy, right? And what y'all seen is exactly what happened in the building. It was that lit. We sold the event out. Over 300 people, right? Hold on, let me make sure I get my cameras all over the place. There we go. We had over 300 in the building. All of the fighters put on. Shout out to all of the fighters. All of the performers that pulled up. Blizz, Cell, Hod, BMC Smooth, Pretty Boy Lou. That was dope. A lot of these amateur fighters don't really get to enjoy like fighter walkouts and things like that. I think that's what is going to separate my league from a lot of other people. Is it's legitimate, it's sanctioned, but my amateurs are going to feel like pros. And I hope we did that. I hope we delivered a winning product. I hope everybody enjoyed themselves when they pulled up. We had a lot of moments in the building. Nitty and Leonte Brown, fire moment. With that fight, the two fights I think that shook the room, obviously the most is that and Dave and Julius. Those fights were crazy. And then of course the title fight. I mean, I wish the crowd would have had a little more respect for the main event and stayed longer. We didn't really. I feel like there shouldn't have been no seats open for that. And moving forward, again, all my fighters or anybody that's pulling up to support somebody, don't ask me when you're fighting, or don't ask you to ask me when you're fighting so you could tell them. We're not doing that over here at Parker's Place Boxing League. I want the first fight to feel like the last fight. What we're not going to do is time it so you can pull up just to see your guy. I don't respect that. I feel like it's a card. Every fighter should have a packed house. Some people are not pulling up from neighborhoods that's close by. I feel like they need a crowd. I feel like they need to really see. They need to be treated equally as important, right? And those two moments, like Nitty's moment was ridiculous. Nitty and Leonte, they put on a hell of a fight, hell of a show. Again, Dave and Julius, that was the only knockout of the night, and it was crazy. Shook the floor. Who else? Oh, DeMonte and Ravel, that was a good back and forth. I didn't get to see that fight in its entirety live. I got to watch it back because right before that I had to get ready with Will. And of course the title fight, man. I feel like the title fight was lit. Everything was on the line, 2 belts, the medal. I feel like that deserved a little more respect. Moving forward, if you come to one of these events, stay for the main event. Melo's fight was definitely fire. Again, if you know Melo, you know he's one of my close guys. He's been locked in with me for over 2 years now. Shows up, puts in 100%, 110% work ethic when we're in the gym. Not one white fight on the crowd needs to reflect that. That's a fact. Not one fight was bad. Even inexperienced guys, right? One thing I'll say moving forward is I don't want to say no bad fights, right? Some guys might not be as experienced, but they fought their heart out. Everybody fought their heart out from the beginning to the end. Shout out to Kev Velez. Shout out to my guy. Hopefully you can make it to the next one, bro. But everything was good. I feel like everybody pulled, even the young guys. Shout out Austin and Edward. They showed up, started the night off. The young guys, right? Teenagers. Flock is definitely going places. I know a lot of people want to see a lot of rematches. One thing I'm not gonna do is too many rematches, right? Because it's hard to sell the same product multiple times, right? If you get a rematch, it might be one rematch here and there. Shout out to my bro Bakari. Shout out to Sherrod, Big Deal Dunlap. They held it down on the commentary side. They did their thing. I think you guys got a lot of praise everywhere I went, and whoever I spoke to said your commentary team was on point. And yeah, I think y'all did an excellent job, especially with not knowing each other. Y'all showed up. Y'all built the chemistry during the event. That's not easy to do. So big shout out and applause to y'all. Melo can definitely go pro. I agree. We gonna pad the stats. Gonna get some wins in the amateur lane, and then we're gonna make that adjustment when he feels like he's ready. I know he's ready. You know he's ready. When he feels like he's ready, we're gonna take that next step. But yeah, to the rematches, right? We got to tell a story. So like when we want rematches, like I feel like Nitty and Leonte, it could have been Nitty versus whoever. Like the people pulled up so strong for Nitty. They want to see him fight again, and I feel like they had a good match, man. They really did. I feel like moving forward, the promo is going to be even better. They're not strangers to each other anymore. Not that they know each other that good or whatever, but they know each other. They fought each other. There's a respect level there. There's no problems there. Like that's just going to be a nice rematch, and I feel like that's going to be one of the ones that's going to shake the building. And we're doing it in May, right? Atlantic City in May. Boardwalk is open. The weather's better. I don't know how great it's going to be, right? But the weather's definitely going to be better than a cold, rainy January, and we did pretty fucking well for that. So, there's things I want to implement in terms of attire too, right? I want to give if you show up suited and booted to the next one, like I want it to feel like a boxing event, right? If anybody goes to boxing events, that's where people put on their best fits, where they want to spend some money. We're going to be in Atlantic City. A couple doors down is a casino. We should be showing up dressed very well, and we might want to give away a little gift card or something to some of the most, to a couple of the best dressed in the building, right? Like, and it has to be something in terms of elegance. I want to see a shirt and a blazer. So it's going to be warm, so you don't got to get too crazy, but show out. I feel like a boxing event is a perfect place for you to show out. It's a lot of people in general that, don't get a chance to cap the way they want in front of people. So show up and cap a little bit. Route merch for sure. Somebody who said we should do that? Oh, shout out to Ed. Shout out Ed, Finest Fitness. That's my guy. He suggested we should show episode 1 of Route, and by then we're gonna have a few episodes done. That's, mark my words, we're gonna be working on that. But he's like, yo, give them the first episode at the event for the people that pull up. I want to do that. If you watching and you want to fight, what are we doing? Right? A lot of y'all fight for nothing. Right? Y'all fight for blocks you niggas don't own, for colors and all type of shit. What are we doing exactly? Here's an event where nobody got to get shot, nobody got to deal with nothing. What are we doing here, bro? Who wants to pull up and fight? We got slots. All levels of experiences accepted at Parker's Place Boxing League, right? We'll match you up accordingly. I don't want to see nobody get dog walked. I mean, I want to see it, but I'm not gonna line it up that way. So if you're inexperienced, I got somebody inexperienced for you. If you borderline pro, I got somebody borderline pro for you. We really got a nice stable of fighters that we could build something off of too. And a lot of guys that you're expecting to see on this next card. I don't know who's gonna make it to the next card. I got a lot of people in the group chats, a lot of people reaching out. I haven't even promoted the flyer yet. So I'm gonna have to turn a few people away or push to the next card. But again, if you're not making this card, you'll be on the next one. There's gonna be spots for you. And, I'm gonna have to do multiple events a year. Like this can't be once or twice a year. I feel like we gotta do one every quarter. Projected, we do May for the spring. and I want to end the summer out September-ish, right? We'll do one more event for the summer, and yeah, Gio, everybody knows you want to fight, bro, and hopefully we can make that happen. Those that know, Gio was supposed to be on the last card. Shout out to my guy. Strictly boxing, no MMA vibes. That is 100% facts. I am not in the MMA lane. I won't cap like I am, but I do this boxing shit and I do this promoting shit very well. So if you're interested in boxing, Chunk, you already been to one of the classes. We can definitely get you ready for an event if that's something you want to entertain. MMA though, no good for me. I watch MMA. I'm not putting anything together and revolving around MMA. Although we pretty dope, but yeah. So who do you want to see? Like tag some people, right? Let's talk some shit. We here for a few. I could chill for a little bit. My kids are entertained. You want to use your feet. See, you over here, you want to perform barefoot antics. That's not my wheelhouse. But I'm sure there's plenty of those type of events I could look into for you. I help you find something if that's what you're trying to do. Toes is a no-go for me. I want shoes. Socks and shoes in my events. You know what I'm saying? But what are we doing? Who wants to? Yo, shout out to Vince too. Vincent Casciano, my guy. Definitely fought a tough fight. Very impressed. Didn't get the result he was looking for, and that didn't stop nothing. He went right back to the gym. He's been working, ready to go again. It's a warrior right there. Big saying gang shit. Yeah. Vince is actually going to be on the card. These moments where we get up here and we talk shit, y'all love to get on Facebook and things like that and yell at the camera. Tag somebody you got a problem with, right? I think we'll be able to make something happen. Right? We get some gloves going. Leonte's in the building. Shout out to Leonte. LB. Good win, my boy. I mean, I already announced it, so the people that's not in the know, we definitely getting the Leonte and Nitty rematch. Leonte and Frank will definitely happen on the next event. I feel like it's going to be a crazy that next fight. If the first one did what it did, the second one is going to be even crazier because now we all entertained, we're all invested. We have an attachment to the next story, the next chapter of that, right? And that builds into other things. Like what if we build into a trilogy, right? What happens then? B.I., what's the word? Screaming and crying at the camera needs to be diagnosed as a mental illness. I agree. People really do get in front of that camera and tell people to do all types of shit. Pull up, yeah, all type of craziness. And then you sign off and then nothing happens. We can make it all happen at the next event or one of the following events. I'm even willing to train some of y'all. But who do y'all want to fight? G already tagged Ali. Ali, where you at? Let's talk about it. Are you ready? Are you getting ready? It's one of the fights the people wanted. Most definitely. Yeah, that's a fact. Shout out to Dave. That's a fact. That's one of the ones. I know that's gonna shake the building for a fact. I know Camden's gonna be in the building heavy. I know New York's gonna be in the building heavy. New York's already gonna be in the building heavy. We already showed up. Outside of Dave had a pretty good turnout in terms of support. So did Nitty. So the building is gonna be pretty balanced, right? That's a fact. Where would y'all want to see another card at, right? I don't want to do too many in the same location, although that's gonna I'm gonna try my best to make that, the home base, right? But I want to do something. I want to do something in Philly. I want to do something obviously in New York. I feel like something in Manhattan would go crazy, right? In a city, 2,300. That could be something that I'll be honest with you. That's something I'm already thinking about entertaining. Over 300 tickets sold on my first event. That's a fact. That's a fact. To the point they had to get more chairs. You know, when I started this event, I told Gio and I told Sherrod, I said, yo, if we do 100 tickets, I'm happy with 100 tickets. We tripled it. We tripled it. They had to go get extra seats. Shout out to the sponsors too. Sour Apple, PPP Dispensary. What else do we have? Shout out Reflex Radio, of course, Reflex Films. Route. For sure. 300 plus. Big deal. You see what we doing. Self-made. That's a fact. I work really hard, man. Like that was pause. That was a task, right? Not a difficult one. I mean, difficult, but not one that put me under any real stress. I feel like I handled the event very well. I had a good team. Special shout out to Chris Cartel, right? Chris Cartel worked equally, if not in some instances, worked harder than me, right? Because while I was watching certain shit and making sure shit was going good visually, he was still moving around and getting shit ready. Big shout out to Chris Cartel. Shout out to Wifey on the stream. Shout out to Destiny at the door. After seeing the crowd at the police event, I would love to fight in New York. That crowd was ravenous. That would be fire. I think that would be good. I would love to do something in New York. I would. Being that we from here, I feel like we need to do a few events out of New York so that, you know, when you do shit away from where you from, it gets appreciation when they see other people appreciating it, right? I feel like we'll be able to get more attention doing it where we've been booking shows and things like that, because bringing more fans that way, right? New fans are true fans, right? Old fans, sometimes they fuck with you for different reasons. I feel like these new fans are really in tune with what we got going on. I don't know how close I was to where I was at in terms of followers before, but I crossed over 1,000 point within the duration of booking that event. So 600 plus this event. Watch God work. That's a few. Hopefully. I think Pittsburgh will be a dope crowd. Is Pittsburgh a big build up pause? Is Pittsburgh a big boxing city? I know PA in general, right? But is Pittsburgh a big boxing city? I mean, of course, everybody knows Philly is. Philly, Brooklyn, those are the cities for that, right? Is Pittsburgh a big boxing city? But I'd be interested. I feel like 2,300 has been getting. Shout out to Brian Costello too. Blue Corner Promotions. They April 14th, I believe. If I'm wrong, Brian, my fault. But the blueprint will be at 2,300. As of now, we are currently working our way to being involved with that. If it had not been for Brian Costello, we would have had a lot of difficulty finishing this card, right? Getting this card to where it needed to be. Not to my knowledge. Yeah, this is true. We could. I guess when we do, whenever I boost these flyers and things like that, if the people tell me that we're intrigued or we're interested from these cities, then we can make it happen. I feel like Pittsburgh. That's a fact. I feel like that's definitely more of a football city, but sports is sports, right? I think it would have to do with who we book. Like if the card says we have to travel, people to travel. Shout out to Sharaf for saying Deborah's son live. Yeah, that's a fact. Big deal. I don't know if you were here earlier, but I definitely shouted out you and Bakari holding it down in the commentary field. I think y'all did an excellent job. The people said y'all did an excellent job. Hopefully some female matches. So we had one book, but it didn't go the way we were looking for it to go. And I do have a few ladies that want to fight on this next card. The problem is a lot of people don't have books, right? And not having a book is going to be, I'm not doing that this time around. I'm going to reevaluate my contract. Certain things I'm going to do differently. One thing I'm going to do differently is I'm not getting your book for you. If you want to be on this league, you got to handle your business properly. I was, being it was my first event, I wanted to make sure everybody had an opportunity to fight, and I would help them do that. But if you're serious about your career in amateur boxing or whatever you want to call it, your passion, you got to do it on your own, right? I also want to see you step on a scale. I don't want to have any weight discrepancies, nothing like that. So I really want to see who really wants to box and who has all the things checked off the list that tells me you really want to do this, right? A lot of people want to make it sound good, yo. Everybody wants to fight, everybody wants to box until it's time to fight a box, Peace, what's the vibes, my bro? Yeah, I realize how, and you know what? For us to only have lost, I believe, 3 fights, and I was reassured that that's pretty good. It made me feel better about the whole event, right? I'm over here like, damn, we lost another fight. Okay, another fight. And then it was like, yo, you still got this many fights? Pretty good. And I'm like, damn, I'm over here thinking, I'm not doing that great. And then you get reminded every now and again how good you're actually doing. So I do. Oh, shout out to all of the did I shout the media out before? Shout out to all the media in the building. Next time around, media passes will be limited. So please, 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 if you have not done so for the last event, tickets will be on sale for this one March 30th. And that's when I'll be, distributing media passes digitally. But if you're interested in becoming media, if you weren't at the first event, Reflex Vision Inc. inc@gmail.com. Send over, examples of your work and things like that. And I'll provide you a media pass. It will be limited. Being that I'm not going to be able to coach, run shit, do that, I need more media in the building because I believe that's why everything looks so amazing. I'm still seeing footage drop, and it's 2 weeks later, right? Footage and flicks haven't even dropped yet. There's a lot of photographers that was there that we haven't even seen a lot of pictures from yet. So the media is going to be what makes this league a little different, right? A lot of people pull up to these events. It's literally sometimes you just pull up, fight, and you go home. It's an experience. With this situation, you gotta, what you get when you come to this league and you hear it first. If you see anybody do it moving forward, you know where they got it from. But we offer a fighter package. With the fighter package, you're going to get a media workout, right? A lot of people don't get to do media workouts. This is what sells pro fights. I want to see a guy hit the mitts. I want to see a guy shadow box. I want to see what am I waiting for, right? What do I expect to see? I feel like the media workout provides that. The photography provides that for your press kit. If you get booked for another event, now you got your photos from the event you was at with Parker's Place Boxing League, right? And your resume is going to look good. Your pictures are going to look good. Your visuals are going to look good. All of these things that I have belongs to you as well. If you need a certain visual sent your way, if you're part of it, it's yours. Use it. Get booked. Do whatever you got to do to maximize the reason why you box here. And I'm going to add a podcast appearance live on air, Reflex Radio. You will see a podcast first thing in the morning with Sherrod Big Deal Dunlap, right before they do the media workout. That follows the unofficial weigh-in with the face-off, which was a lot of energy. We did the face-off weigh-ins. Got crazy. Very tense. A few fighters kind of got out of there, didn't make it back in time. I'm gonna do that a little differently as well. I'm gonna need everybody available for that. But the people that made it looked good. Everything looked good. But yeah, so we might do our 11 o'clock in the morning podcast appearance with Sherrod Dunlap, right? He's gonna interview you, get all the, maybe even with Bakari. Depends on who's there at what time. but you'll get that appearance, and it'll be live on the radio. Shout out to everybody that has Reflex Radio. If you don't have Reflex Radio, go to Apple, Android, free, download it. Got a lot of great music up there. Dope podcast. Shout out to TBD the radio show, On Call with China Doll. We got a lot going on. That's going to be part of the next fighter package, and I think that's important. You get to talk your shit. If you don't have a fight or you don't get the fight lined up for this event, still show up. You might be able to, talk your way into another fight moving forward. I think Sherrod is very good in terms of discussing boxing, in terms of media. Every time I get on a show with Sherrod, he shows up and he turns up, right? We got a lot of good energy whenever we do podcasts. Him, myself, Gio, Will, we lock in and it's a movie every time. So that will be available for you as well. Shout out to the guys. One of the funniest part, me and Gio still laugh at this. Shout out to Will and Brandon, right? That might be one of the funniest rivalries, and it's good boxing too. But to be where I was at, and then to look at Will shadow boxing in the ring, but he was looking at Brandon the whole time, and Brandon, it was dope because the tension was in the room, and they both knew we have to wait to a certain point tonight, but we gonna get to it, and that's real competitive shit, right? And they was still able to put on a hell of a show, and they want to run a trilogy back. And again, we don't want to oversell the same product, but now that we got a 1-1 record, when we do that trilogy, I feel like it's gonna be one of them ones for sure. Hey, salute to you, Pray 108. Appreciate you for pulling up, Sherrod. How funny was that, right? We got debuts too. We got King Raw, Keyshawn Bolden on the card. Shout out my guy Tito. He's trying to fight on the card. I don't want to give you too many names. When you see the flyers, and you'll be a reason to cop a ticket. We're not going to be greedy in terms of ticket pricing. I feel like I had a very fair ticket system in terms of price, right? And what am I doing right now? Clearly, I'm on a podcast, whoever this is. But yeah, you threw me off with that question. What were we saying? Oh, ticket prices, right? I don't feel like I should be killing your pockets just for you to come watch some good fights. So we're gonna keep the tickets fairly similar in price, if not exactly the same. We're gonna have a few more seats. And we're gonna have a little more ringside available for everybody. Not a lot. You should still cop those first. With a few more tickets. I feel like a few more people deserve to sit up front, up close. And now that I know the layout, I didn't even know the layout going there. I got to learn the layout. Damn, you announcing it? All right, we announcing it. I just was shouting it out. But yeah, I already announced Nitty and Leonte for the rematch. Keenan McQueen versus Keyshawn Bolden. It's going to be fireworks for that one. I already know. I know Keen is going to show up and do what he's supposed to do. Keyshawn was supposed to make the last call. We didn't get a chance to make it happen, but this time I feel like the matchup makes more sense. We were just trying to find anybody for him last time, right? And yeah, it's definitely going to be one of those ones. Damn, there's a few people. Yo, artists, who wants to perform walkouts, right? You see what we did with the walkouts. Let's kind of boost your resume a little bit, right? It's one thing to perform. It's one thing to perform where you're from. It's one thing to perform in small rooms. Come pull up and do a fight or walkout. Not everybody has that on their resume. Not everybody is blessed. Not everybody's talented enough to do that, right? Because that right there, it's not easy. It's a different type of breath control. You walking around. It's a little different. Shout out to everybody that pulled up and did their thing. Blizz, Cell, High, Smooth. I feel like their names already ring bells in a way that I'm happy. My guy, Pretty Boy Lou, was able to get more attention on his name. Pretty Boy Lou's been working for so long. He's one of the most consistent guys out here, And I feel like the spotlight needs to be a little brighter on somebody like that. And I'm happy that we was able to provide him with a situation where he walked out with the belt. It was pretty dope. Handsome High came out with the Reflex Radio Cypher Series Championship belt. Another event we got coming out. Randy Savage trying to perform for a walkout. Definitely tag more artists, whoever you are. Yeah, come get in the loop. Vendors and DJs. Vendors, yes, come get a table. We had space for a few tables. And yeah. Outside of food and bev, everything's valid. Everything's valid. So come make a couple of dollars. Shout out Sour Apple Clothing. They were in the building. I don't know if I said it. If not, I'll say it again. Sour Apple 17 was in the building. PPP Dispensary was in the building. Pretty Boy Lou killed it, right? I thought Lou had one of the best walkout sounds. Like that song sounds like it was made for that type of situation. Same thing with a Blizz, right? Like Blizz's music. Damn, like everybody had something that was catered to walkout music, right? Because even Cell and High, that song was written and created just for Nitty's walkout. So it don't really get much more catered than that to a walkout performance, right? Blizz's music sounds like it can go to any of these type of events. Like Blizz makes that type of music smooth, same. But if you liked what Lou did as well, go get that Rome record. I don't remember everybody. Ferry Boat is what what Blizz performed. My guy Kosi, I don't remember what the record was. I feel like I was moving around a little too much. I don't remember listening to what it was. Pretty Boy Lou killed it. Sounds crazy. It does sound crazy.
Hey yo.
I could admit when I was wilding. But don't police me, police. All right, cause yeah. I don't wanna dig in the crates to pull one of your hit records out, you heard? You know what I'm saying? But who else would y'all want to see perform? Who's got that type of music, right? Whose music would sound dope on a walkout? Who's got the energy to get that crowd going? Because again, it's actually a little more difficult for the performers because the people ain't there for you. They're there for the fighters. So that's your opportunity to get some eyes on you. And if you get the crowd going, yeah, right? Pause patrol, yeah. Don't patrol me. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, if you were able to get a few fans, I'm happy Lou linked with Flock, and they're already ready for the next situation. That's pretty dope. They never met each other till that day. So it's not just a boxing event. It's a networking event in its own right. How long were we here? Almost 40 minutes then. I only had intentions of being here for like 5 minutes, 10 minutes. Yo, the after party was dope too. Let's talk about that. Shout out DJ Pop Money, DJ Problematic. I think we did a great job. Island Bar, I thought it was gonna be empty. Before you know it, the whole area was packed. Right? Pause just in case. Shout out my guy Benji too. Good visuals. China Doll in the building. Make sure you check her out. On call with China Doll, live on Reflex. She's been covering a lot of the post-fight interviews. Go tap in. Run those numbers up. I would say, see, I always talk about when they be like, yo, there's an issue with your payment. Like I said this before, there's no issue, bro. The issue is you try to take my bread when I wasn't ready. You know what I don't like? Off topic, right? T-Mobile goes, good news. Your line has been restored, right? When you get suspended. Where the fuck was the bad news when you was cutting my shit off? You never send me that text. Don't text me that my phone's cut off after I put it back on. What kind of shit is that? For real. It's disrespectful. Great news. Oh, great news is now I'm down $300. The fuck you thought this was? It's bad news. More interviews coming. Who do you have on the way? Let's talk about it. Tell the people what you got going on. Welcome back after we cut your line, right? Like who didn't do me no favors. Made me feel better about myself. I don't even know what I'm paying for anymore in terms of cell phone. You keep adding a number before the G. 5G behaves like 3G. What's the difference? The price went up. My phone looks the same, bro. The fuck is a LTE? It's no difference. Dave and Brandon. Yeah, the Brandon and Dave. Yeah, Dave already did a show with you. That was a decent show. I liked it. I feel like Brandon is gonna Brandon gonna talk all types of shit, and I'm here for it. Yo, you don't even remember how slow 3G was, bro. Because 3G was elite when it dropped. Don't do that. Don't do that. 3G was immaculate service. SJ Love with the national anthem. That's a fact. How did I forget that? She definitely killed that performance. And Nick Anderson, right? The announcer was on fire. Kept the whole night going. DJ MVP as well. Yeah, bro. The old phone doesn't work good no more because they gassed you into thinking 5G is just 3G with different clothes on, nigga. That's it. Not gonna confuse me. See what niggas be doing. It's not what it's about right now, CrossFade. Like, what is the point right now? You know what? Now we on this topic. Like, what is the point, right? If I lose the G, why my phone don't work? Just take all the bars at that point. Why my shit only work when the 5G is there? 5G gonna microwave your organs. You dudes ain't woke. Yo, bro, Geophone been on 3G since I met him. That's just his way of saying my shit is trash, but you get it. You get it. Geo had a crack in his screen with the phone to his face for mad long. He worried about 5G. Like the right side of his beard is patchy because his phone is wild. Fresh here. Shout out my nigga Fresh. Fresh, you in the building for the next one? You missed the movie, brother. Fresh should be one of the sponsors. CrossFit Gaming. Do you even really game anymore, bro? Yo, the pandemic really had us all in gamer mode, right? Everybody had a gaming page. Everybody had a gaming page, bro. Game chairs sold out like a motherfucker. Yo, the one thing about Showboat, which I don't think a lot of people think, right? Shout out to you. Definitely caught the picture. Showboat is kid friendly. So for anybody that wanted to pull up and it was like, yo, I can't, I got the kids are valid. There's an arcade there, there's a water park, there's race cars, there's no longer a casino. Wish it was a little bit, because you know what, that's something else I want to pitch to somebody, so I'm not gonna say that on air, but yeah. Yo, listen, and you're right. I want to see it. Strongholds in plural is wild, crazy. But yeah, I want to see that. Being from where they came from, right? It's two of the better guys from over there. Like I don't and Will got the belt on this side. 2 belts, if we want to be real. He definitely called him out. I wanna see Will and Trey. I think Will and Trey would be fire. One thing about Will is Will don't duck no smoke. He don't care. Will whatever. And to be honest, if Trey doesn't want to fight Will, next event, Will gets to sit down and relax. Enjoy the bout. Sit back, walk around, shake hands, kiss babies. Champ is in the building, right? I feel like that should be what he does. But if Trey's willing to fight Will, then that's something we gotta, we push that to the main event. That's the title fight. First defense. Yeah, definitely check out that Will interview on Call with China Dog. Go to Reflex Radio or her personal page. Run those numbers up. I feel like Will is one of the best people to interview. Like Will's gonna give you a good interview every time. Nah, no casino no more, bro. It's literally it's a hotel and resort. I think that's good. I think that's good because Showboat got a lot of competition. Like right next door, the Hard Rock is right there. The whole strip is right next to each other, right? One thing I noticed about AC is not the same as it was. Like it's not as bright. Like I remember when I used to go there with my grandparents way back in the day. You could see the casinos from miles away, and it's not as lively as it once was. I feel like that needs to. That's one thing I wish they could change. The fight needs to be made. Listen, Will said he's on board. Trey said he wants to do it. It's technically on Trey. Will is game. Will's game. I personally know he's down because he's part of this league. So it's really up to Trey. Shout out to you. I see you doing your thing with them. Yeah, I appreciate it. Shout out my guy Micah, man. I'm active on all fronts in this boxing shit. It's definitely a journey. I remember opening a gym with zero experience. That's the type of person I am. I like to learn on the job type shit. Remember my first client. Outside of Rocco, I remember my actual first paying client. I forgot his name though. So do I typically remember? I think it was like Ricardo or some shit. The fuck was his name? Whatever. Shout out to my guy. He showed up, paid some money, never came back. It was still the first client. But that I remember that, man. I looking back, I look back at how I don't want to use the word bad, inexperienced I was to where I'm at now. I'm blessed to be one of the first names people mention when they look for coaches out here. Shout out to Finest Fitness. Shout out to my guys over there. Shout out to Vinny V. Shout out to Jay. I think we got a great winning team over there. Remember the first gym spot, right? The first gym spot was dope. And it's on. It was it was good. It was good. It was good for what it was. It was a great place for me to learn, to be where I'm at right now. And shout out to everybody that trusted the process. There was a time I wasn't really as knowledgeable as I thought I was, but I was knowledgeable enough to survive the early stages, right? I feel like I did pretty good, man. The transition into promoting is, yeah, it's been rewarding mentally. I'm enjoying this side of it as well because I'm still actively coaching. So for me to see guys that I actively coach fight on my personal platform, that's a very rewarding vibe, for real. So this how this shit goes, man. Where we gonna go to this full hour? Do we tap out now? Like, what are we doing here? I definitely want to see. Yo, whoever's watching as well, tag some people, man. Shout out to my guy Shammy, right? Chunk Business, he tagged Shammy in a post that I posted not too long ago. And Shammy and Skizzle and O'Malley, shout out to all my new guys. They ready to go. These guys want to fight already. Already. That's warrior shit, you know? And you come train with me, you know you're going to have a good time. One thing about me is class is fun, right? Me and Gio say all the time. We the energy. We have a lot of good, fun training sessions. You're gonna hate me for what I put you through, but you're gonna enjoy the fact you were there, right? Let's get rid of that. I feel like that's taking up too much space here. Look at CrossFade, right? CrossFade came there half regular, half RoboCop foot, like looking crazy. Shout out to you, right? No dull moment in the session. Never. Be in your best behavior. Pause everything, right? CrossFade pulled up the other day. Like his boot, it looks like a big ass Gears of War boot, but just one. Just one. That's a fact too. Listen, I am in full support of anybody that wants to put gloves on, put guns down. Like I love that. I love that, right? I feel like there's so many a lot of these motherfuckers pussy, right? Come fight. Come fight. Gloves, headgear, it's better than getting your ass beat outside for free. I mean, for still gonna be for free, but you get it. Yep. Who do I think will have? So who? Damn, I don't know. I don't know who would be. Damn, should we do something for like performer tonight? How do you? What do y'all feel about that? Right? Gloves up, guns down. There's a lot. I tried that before, and since I've tried that, not that I was the first. I mean, but there has been a lot of other, events with that same idea, right? Same kind of name. Yeah. Definitely raffles. Raffles was something we did a 50-50 raffle. We did one. Shout out my guy Ed. Yeah, we're gonna elevate the next event in every way we could possibly think of. It's gonna be a movie. Last one was a movie. Definitely gonna be a sequel. And we're just gonna keep elevating every time. But anyway, I just want to chop with y'all. Let y'all know that the next event is in May. If you missed the first one, this is what it is, right? At this point. But if you missed the second one, you just a hater, right? You just not like boxing. What is it? Because there's no reason to not be there. The first one was so crazy. Man, I already know. And a lot of the people on these cards, they have fan bases, right? Trying to I don't want to spoil too much. You're gonna see as the weeks get closer, you're gonna see a lot more revealing I'm gonna do. You're gonna want to be there. Again, if you're a DJ, if you're an artist, if you're a vendor, if you want to sponsor, get in touch with me, DM, hit the email, reflexvisioninc@gmail.com. Did I say artist? I think I did. Obviously, boxers, if you want to fight, please get next to me, get in contact with me. Yeah. Let's make it happen. Whatever we don't do for the next card, the following card, there will be space on that one, and so on and so forth. Don't miss these opportunities, especially for fighters. The amount of things I'm going to offer for fighters, I don't really see you getting anywhere else. So get in the loop for this event now. I promise you won't regret being involved with this league, and y'all not going to regret supporting this league. What we doing is going to be way different. And yeah, shit like that. I appreciate everybody for tuning in. We're going to sign out, and I'll be back another day, and I'll chop it with a few fighters. I don't really do a lot of recaps to my events like I should, but maybe I will. But salute to the whole line. Yeah.
Sci-fi life. No offense. 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 No offense.